So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and today basically we have to discuss chapter number 4 MCQ discussion. So let's start. ABM MCQ series set number 7, and this is basically for December 2022. Chapter number 4, and today basically we have to discuss question from question 105 to 118. Clear? From 105 to 118, and I request all of you please participate. So let's start the first question. Question number 105 basically presents on your screen now. So what it says that basically, when the money market is in equilibrium, clear, basically when the money market basically it is in equilibrium, basically what it says that, clear, basically when the money market basically it is in equilibrium, what it says that, clear. So let's draw a diagram. Basically what is the meaning of money market? It is equilibrium. So here it is, they are given rate of interest, clear, this side rate of interest and this side basically quantity of money. Clear, on one side basically they have given rate of interest, on other side basically they have given quantity of money. So like we can say that this is the money supply curve. Clear, money supply curve. And this one is the condition of the equilibrium. This one is E. This one is the money demand curve. Okay, this one is the money supply. So at the equilibrium, the quantity of money demanded, clear, it is the equals to the quantity of money supplied. Clear, this is the simple condition of the equilibrium, that is the quantity of money demanded, it is basically the quantity of money supplied. Clear, at this time also, clear, the bond market is in equilibrium also. Clear, the bond market is in equilibrium also. Clear, basically when the money market it is equilibrium, at this time also the bond market basically it is also in the equilibrium. Clear, so this one is also correct one, this one is also correct one. Clear, so basically when the money market it is equilibrium, basically we can say that the interest rate it is neither rising or nor decreasing. Clear, interest rate is to be always is a near about same here. Clear, that is the interest rate is neither increasing or not decreasing. Clear, the interest rate is neither increasing nor decreasing. Clear, so all the points are to be correct here. Clear, that is the quantity of money demanded, QD is equal to QS. Interest rate is neither increasing or decreasing. The bond market is in equilibrium. Clear, all the above 3 points are correct. So option number D is the answer, that is all of the above are true. Clear, option number D is the answer, that is all of the above are true here. Now move to the next question, question number 106. Supply creates its own demand. Clear, basically supply creates in its own demand is the idea of, clear, basically supply creates its own demand. Basically it is the idea of which theory? Clear, basically through which theory basically we will get information regarding that the supply creates its own demand. First one is classical theory or classic economist, neoclassical economist, Keynesian economist, or supply side economist. Clear, or Keynesian economist or supply side economist. Clear. So what is the correct answer for this question? Clear, classic economist, neoclassical economist, Keynesian economist, or supply side economist. Clear. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is that is option number A, that is the classic economist. Clear, that is the classic economist. Clear. So supply creates its own demand, basically it is the idea of the classic economics. Clear, so option number A is the answer. Clear, that is basically through the classical theory. Clear, basically generally you can say that the classical theory. Clear, so one question basically I will ask you once again, basically can anyone tell basically what is the book written by the J.M. Keynes? Clear, basically what is the book written by the J.M. Keynes? Clear, so what is the name of the book? What is the name of the book basically written by J.M. Keynes? Please tell fast if anyone remember. That is on the liquidity preference theory of rate of interest. They have written a book. What is the name of that? That is the Journal Theory of employment interest and money. Clear? This is the book written by the J.M. Keynes. Clear? And I request to all of you, please remember these types of things. Otherwise, basically, it becomes very difficult for you to clear the examination. Clear? Already, I have discussed 3 to 4 times this point. Clear? Even if you are not able to remember this one, then it creates problem. Then it creates problem for you. Okay. So please do revision. So this is the book written by the J.M. Keynes. Clear? Why I'm writing here? Because I want to discuss one question from that. So next question. As per the supply and demand analysis, clear, the simple thing they are asking. As per the supply and demand analysis, the interest is, what is the interest? Clear? As per the supply and demand analysis, basically what is the interest here? Interest, it is the price of money. It is a price determined by the demand for money. Interest, first one is basically the interest, it is the price of the money. Second one is the price determined by the demand for money. The price determined by the demand for money. Third one is price determined by the demand for money. Fourth one is basically price determined by the demand for money and the supply of money. Clear? So journal, basically you will think that basically how interest is to be fixed. So journal, we can say that basically it will check basically how much is the demand of the money and how much is the supply of money. Clear? So basically generally it will check basically how much is the demand for money and how much is the supply of money. Clear? And how much is the supply of the money. Clear? So as per the supply and demand analysis, what is the interest? Basically the interest, it is the price determined by the demand for money and the supply of money. Clear? Basically price determined by the demand for money and the supply of money. Clear? So option number D is the correct answer. Clear? Option number D is the correct answer here. Now move to the next question. The IS and LM curve, clear, very easy question. The IS and LM curve basically relates which of the following, clear, the IS and LM curve, clear, basically what it relates, basically what it relates, which of the following basically it relates, which variables. First one is income and money, second one is interest and money, third one is income and interest, income, interest and money. Clear? So let's draw. First of all, I will draw one figure here. So this one is the, we can say that is the equilibrium E, and this is one curve. So can anyone tell what is the name of that curve which I am drawing here? It is LM curve or IS curve? This one is. Please tell fast if anyone know. It is LM curve or IM curve. And what I have to write it on the y-axis and what I have to write it on the x-axis. Please comment fast. First of all, this one is the LM curve. Now I will draw one more curve. This one is the IS curve. Okay. Now what I have to write on the y-axis and what I have to write it on the x-axis. Clear? On y-axis, basically what is the factor, that is the rate of interest. On x-axis, basically what is the factor, that is the income. So here the IS curve and the LM curve basically relates which of the following two variables. Clear? Just basically they are relating two variables, rate of interest and the income. Clear? They are relating two variables, that is the rate of interest and the income. So option number C is the correct answer, that is the income and the rate of interest. Clear? That is the income and the rate of interest. Clear? So option number C is the correct answer. Okay, just they are asking very easy questions. Clear? It depends how much you have gone through that topic well. Clear? How much you have gone through that topic well. Clear? That's why I am discussing different types of question with you. Now move to the next question, question number 109. I think we have already discussed this question in the previous session also. Clear? people demand money for the precautionary motive because, clear? Basically, people demand money basically for the precautionary motive because first one is the rate of interest is expected to fall. The price of bonds is expected to rise. They need cash for everyday purchases, or they wish to provide against unforeseen contingencies. Clear? Or they wish to provide against unforeseen contingencies. Clear? So what is the correct answer? Basically, people demand money basically for the precautionary motive because they wish to provide against unforeseen contingencies. Clear? They wish to provide against basically unforeseen contingencies. Clear? So this one is the answer. Now move to the next question. Question number 110. Very easy question. LM curve basically it is derived from which theory? Clear? Basically LM curve basically it is derived from which theory? Clear? First one is the classical theory. Second one is the Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. Third one is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Fourth one is basically law of equi-marginal utility. Clear? Basically law of marginal utility. Clear? So basically we know that basically this LM curve. Clear? Basically LM curve basically we have not derived from the classical theory. Basically we will derive it basically from the Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. Clear? Basically from the Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. So what is the correct answer here? That is option number B is the correct answer. Clear? So LM curve basically we will derive from the Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. Clear? So the correct answer here, that is the option number B. Clear? That is the option number B is the correct answer here. So please remember these things. Clear? That is LM and IS curve basically depicts a relation between which two terms, that is basically the income and the rate of interest. Clear? That is the income and the rate of interest and the LM curve. Clear? Basically and the LM curve basically it is to be derived from which thing? Basically it is to be derived from the Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. Clear? Keynesian liquidity preference theory of interest. Clear? So please remember all these points basically for the examination purpose. Now move to the next question. So according to the theory of liquidity preference, clear? Basically according to the theory of the liquidity preference, decreasing the money supply. Clear? If the money supply is to be decreased. Clear? Basically if the money supply is to be decreased, so what it will let? Dash nominal interest in the short run. Clear? So what will happen to the nominal interest rate? Clear? So either it will increase or decrease. Please tell fast. According to the theory of liquidity preference, decreasing the money supply. Clear? Basically decreasing the money supply basically will dash increase or decrease. Clear? Basically will increase the nominal interest rate or basically will decrease the nominal interest rate in the short run. Clear? So the correct answer basically will increase the nominal interest rate basically in the short run. Clear? We have already discussed the diagram also. Clear? Basically will increase the nominal interest rate in the short run. Clear? And according to the Fisher effect. Clear? And according to the Fisher effect. Clear? First of all, basically we have to understand what Fisher says that. Clear? Basically what Fisher says that. Regarding that, basically what Fisher says that, basically what is the meaning of the Fishers. So basically Fisher basically it describes a relationship. Clear? Basically Fisher, Erwin Fisher. Basically it describes the relationship either it is to be A or B. It describes the relationship basically between inflation and both real and nominal interest. Clear? And both real and nominal interest. Clear? It describes the relationship. Clear? And it further says that basically if there is an increase in the nominal rates. Clear? If there is an increase in the nominal rates, it leads to the decrease in inflation. Clear? If there is an increase in the nominal rates, it leads to the decrease in inflation. So basically here, decrease in inflation, we can say that basically decreasing the money supply. Clear? Decrease in inflation, basically we can say that decreasing the money supply. Okay. So according to the Fisher effect, decreasing the money supply basically will decrease or increase. Clear? Sorry, wait a minute. Decreasing the money supply, what it will affect? Increase in nominal rates. So what is the correct answer here? That is the option number. Please tell fast what is the correct answer here now. Clear, will decrease the nominal interest rate. Clear, decreasing the money supply. Clear, basically will decreasing the money supply. Okay, so this one is the answer. So please remember all these things. Clear, basically please remember all these things. Now move to the next question, for which I have discussed the name of the book. Clear, basically for specific this question I have discussed the name of the book. Clear? Which of the following draw maximum attention of Keynes in dealing with his theory? Clear? Which of the following basically will draw maximum attention of Keynes basically in dealing with his theory? First one is the frictional employment. Second one is the involuntary employment. Third one is the sustainable employment. Fourth one is the full employment. Clear? Basically fourth one is the full employment. Clear? So what Keynes will discuss? Clear? Basically what Keynes will draw maximum attention. Clear? So basically it will do maximum attention basically on the full employment. Clear? That is the full employment. Clear? This thing basically full employment. Option number D is the correct answer. Clear? Very, very important. Clear? Sometimes basically you will find this type of question. Clear? Which of the following basically draw maximum attention of the Keynes in dealing with this theory? Frictional employment, involuntary employment, sustainable employment, or full employment? The correct answer here, that is option number D, that is the full employment. Clear? So option number D is the correct answer. Now move to the next question, very easy question. Supply curve relates quantity supply to. Clear? We have already discussed this question. Clear? Supply curve basically relates quantity supply to. Clear? Basically with respect to option number A, supply. With respect to option number B, that is income. C option is price. Option number D is demand. Clear? So what is the correct answer? Supply curve, basically what it relates? Quantity supply to. Supply, income, price, demand. Clear? So what is the correct answer? We have already discussed this question in the last session also, and in the chapter number 2 also. That is the correct answer, option number C, that is the price. Clear? So supply curve basically relates quantity demanded basically with respect to the supply. Clear? Basically with respect to the supply. Clear? With respect to the price. Quantity supplied basically it is basically relates to the price. Clear? So option number C is the correct answer. Please remember these things properly. Clear? Please remember. Now move to the next question. Very easy question, but they are asking. Clear? This question shared by one student. Basically this is a case study type question. Basically one student will share. Basically I will take one question. Clear? Yesterday one, I think on Sunday, one student will share this question. Clear? So what it say that in Econville, clear, like we can say that basically it is a place, there is a grocery shop. Clear? Basically at that place basically there is a grocery shop. So eco convenient, just you have to, so it used. Clear? What it says, what it sells. Clear? This grocery shop basically it used to sell fresh milk at ₹20 per liter, at which the demand was at 400 liters of milk per month. Clear? So what it sells basically ₹20 per liter. Basically they are selling fresh milk, and demand basically for specific month it is to be ₹400 liters. After some time, clear, basically earlier the price is 20. Now the price will rise to 30 rupees. Clear? Now the price will rise to 30 rupees. Clear? Now what will happen? Clear? Basically following the price rise. Clear? Basically after the price rise basically from 20 to 30. First condition, that is only 200 liters of milk was sold every month. Clear? Earlier basically there is 400 liters of milk. Now basically only 200 liters of milk was sold every day. Clear? Second one is the number of boxes of cereal brought by the customers. Clear? That is the number of boxes of cereal basically bought by the customers went down basically from 280 to 240. Clear? That is the number of boxes of cereal basically bought by the customer basically went down basically from 280 to 240. Third one is the number of packets of powdered milk. Clear? The number of packets of powdered milk customers bought basically went up. Clear? That is powder milk consumption is going to rise basically from 90 to 220 boxes. Clear? Just we can say that from 90 to 220 boxes per month. Clear? Now let's discuss. Suppose income of the residents of Ecovilla basically increases by 50%. Clear? Now the income is increases by 50% and the quantity of fresh milk demanded basically increases by 30%. Clear? Now when the income is rises by the 50% and the quantity of fresh milk basically demanded increases by 30%. Clear? So we can say that basically fresh milk basically in an economic sense, luxury good, inferior good, normal good, or cannot be determined. Clear? I think I have already discussed in the previous session regarding that. Clear? Which good is the luxury good, which good is the normal good, and which good is the inferior good. Clear? So now just basically we have to, what we have to calculate basically income elasticity of the demand. Income elasticity of the demand. Elasticity of demand. So that what is that? Percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in income. So what is the percentage change in the quantity demanded? Here it is to be 30. And what is the percentage change in the income? Basically it is to be 50. So 30 upon 50, we can say that 3 upon 5. Clear? So it is basically less than 1. Clear? So we can say that basically it is less than 1. Clear? And if it is more than 1, clear? If it is more than 1, then it is to be considered under the luxury good. Clear? Basically then it is to be considered under the luxury good. Just it is basically less than, or we can say that basically it is equal to 0.6. Clear? So for more than 1, it is considered under the luxury good. Clear? So this one is not the answer. Inferior good, no. So basically it is 0.6. So that is basically it is 0 to 1, between 1. Income elasticity basically it is between 0 to 1. So that is, it is considered to be as a normal good. Clear? Normal good. Clear? Or necessity good. Clear? We can say that option number C is the correct answer. Clear? Option number C is the correct answer here. So please tell fast if you have any doubt, any query regarding that specific question even now. Clear? Just they are asking the simple thing here. We can say that the fresh milk of in the economic sense. Now move to the next question, very easy question. The supply and demand and supply function of a good are given by quantity demanded is equal to 110 minus 5p and quantity supplied here is equal to 6p. So where P, QD and QS basically P units price, QD basically quantity demanded and QS basically quantity supplied. So what is the equilibrium price? Clear? Equilibrium price basically I have already told you that is the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. So 110 minus 5p is equal to 6p. So we can say that 110 is equal to 11p. Just on the right hand side. So p here is equal to 110 upon 11. It is to be 10 rupees. Clear? It is to be 10 rupees. Clear? So the equilibrium price basically in that case it is to be 10 rupees. Option number A is the answer. That is 10 rupees. Now move to the next question. So interest is the reward for pure waiting. Clear? Basically interest is the reward for pure waiting. Clear? Which theory of interest basically explains it. Clear? Basically under the chapter number 4 part 1 basically we have discussed that thing. Clear? Basically interest. What is interest? Basically interest is the reward for pure waiting. Clear? So please tell fast what is the correct answer of this question. Clear? Please tell what is the correct answer of this question. First one is the time preference theory. Second one is the classical theory. Third one is the liquidity preference theory, or fourth one is the loanable funds theory. Clear? Fourth one is the loanable funds theory. Clear? So the correct one, the answer here, that is the option number B is the correct answer. Clear? That is the classical theory. Clear? That is the classical theory. Clear? Interest is the reward for pure waiting. Option number B is the answer. Now move to the next question. IS curve, very, very important. IS curve shows that when the income increases, clear? Basically IS curve basically shows that basically when the income increases. So what will happen? Clear? I will draw the graph, or please answer fast. IS curve. Like that basically when the income increases. This is one is the income. This one is the rate of interest. So as this is the income increases, so IS curve basically will go like this. Clear? So as the income increases, clear? So basically we will see that clear as the income increases, interest rate is going to fall. Clear? Interest rate is going to fall. Clear? This one is the interest. Clear? As the income increases, basically rate of interest is going to be fall. Clear? So fall. So what will happen basically to restore equilibrium basically in the goods market or in the asset market? Clear? Basically when the interest rate is going must fall and the income rate is going to increase. Clear? So basically it's used to basically restore equilibrium in the goods market or in the asset market. The correct answer basically interest rate must fall to restore equilibrium basically in the goods market. Clear? Basically to restore equilibrium basically in the goods market. So option number A is the answer here. Clear? Option number A is the answer here. Clear? These types of things basically you will able to answer only if you are remembering the graphs basically in your mind. Clear? Basically if you are remembering the basically graphical representation basically in your mind. Now move to the last question of our today discussion. The variable that links the market basically for goods and services and the market for a real money balance is basically in the IS and LM curve. Clear? Basically in the IS and LM curve. Clear? So that is basically it is the consumption function, interest rate, price level, nominal money supply. Clear? What is the correct answer? What is the variable that is? The variable basically that links the market for goods and services and the market for real money balances basically in the IS and LM model. It is the consumption function, interest rate function, or price level, or nominal money supply. Clear? Or nominal money supply. So basically in the IS and LM model, basically what is the variable? That is the interest rate. Clear? That is the interest rate. Clear? So option number B is the answer. That is the interest rate. Clear? That is the interest rate. We have already discussed this type of question today. Okay. So in this session, basically we have discussed different types of question. Hope all of you are able to understand all these things. Clear? And I request to all of you, clear, please remember these things properly. Clear? Please remember these things properly so that you are able to understand these things and answer the questions. Clear? So thanks to all of you for joining this session.